This week we're spending time with the well-loved number 8 of South African rugby, Pierre Spies. He shares top performance tips and sets you another ultimate challenge.
Pierre, rugby fans are mostly exposed to only one aspect of the game, and that is you guys jogging out onto the field. But actually there's so much happening in between. So what does your build-up to tournaments look like in terms of training routine?
Now look, it's different. If you do pre-season, we'll be training a lot. We'll be training like 3 times a day, at least, and we provide some gym and on-field stuff, and then a lot of technical stuff off the field. But when we're going into competitions and during weeks when we play games, we will scale it a lot down. We will train like 2 full days a week, maybe 1 or 2 half days, and an off day. So, and within that structure, you put everything in you can.
Now, when it comes to your pre-workout, why would you say is warming up so important?
It's going to be difficult if you want to really work hard and put in the effort. If you're not warmed up, you can really injure yourself. I've injured myself in the past, not warming up properly. Then you pull a muscle in your back or somewhere else. And then you got to wait another week for it to recover. So it's important to warm up. Proper 5-minute cycling. Just get the blood flowing. Do some full body exercises just to warm up all your muscles, and then you can go straight into it.
And how does it work? Do you guys warm up alone, or do you do it with the whole team?
We'll be running together, we'll be warming up together, doing a lot of drills and just slowly starting running and stretching with it. When you're in the gym, you'll be stretching on your own, and there's certain routines we go through getting our bodies ready before we go into a gym session.
Natural talent and determination are all essential, but athletes, professional and recreational, are becoming increasingly aware of the crucial role that supplementation plays in sporting success.
In terms of supplementation, let's talk pre-workout. What is it that you like to take?
I like to take anabolic nitro X. Before training, half an hour before that, I'll take a scoop with the water. And by the time I hit the gym, I'll be, it has kicked in already, and I can have a full proper session.
So what does it actually do? I mean, what do you feel when you take your anabolic?
It really takes you to another level. It makes me feel also when I work hard that I can keep going at it for longer.
And is there anything else that you would like to use in addition to your anabolic nitrates?
Yeah, well, during the session, sometimes I'd like to take Vitago. But other than that, it will just be the anabolic before the session, and through the session I'll just have water. And after the session, I'll just have my protein just after that as well.
And when it comes to taking your anabolic, is it important to take it on an empty stomach, or can you take it after a small meal? Because I know that they say you can't really go gym on an empty stomach.
Yeah, look, I think it's important to have something in your stomach. Even if it's just a small meal, maybe just a slice of bread with some peanut butter or whatever, or just a banana.
Pierre recognizes that nutrition is a process and that sudden menu changes can be counterproductive. He sticks to tried and tested supplements and ingredients for optimal performance on match days.
Does your pre-workout supplementation change at all when it comes to match days?
A few days before, especially when we're playing games, I won't be using it because we're not training that hard. By the time you use it again on the field, it'll be giving you so much more again because you haven't used it for a few days, so that's very nice.
And what about when it comes to different types of training, let's say field work or gym or maybe resistance training, would it change then?
I think every person has got to find out for himself, and he's got to try it and see how his body responds to it. Yeah. But it does really help you, and it can really give you that little bit extra.
Dubbed the Springbok Superman by the media, this 26-year-old stands 1.94 meters tall in his togs. Pierre Spies' body fat reading of 6.5% is a testament to his utterly professional lifestyle and his determination to push himself to the limit and beyond.
Do you have any advice, lastly, for guys out there who's really serious into their rugby, specifically when it comes to pre-workouts?
Oh, look, you've got to be warmed up properly, and you've got to know what you are doing before you do it, and you've got to do the exercise in the right way. It's not always going heavy and going strong, and you also need to be movable at a stage, and you need to do speed exercises, explosive stuff, get your feet moving, get your hands moving, do some responsive stuff between your sets. It helps you with your speed and also with your explosiveness.
9 days after being selected for Jake White's Springbok squad for the 2007 Rugby World Cup, Pierre was forced to withdraw. Blood clots were found in his lungs. He kept on training even while in treatment, determined to return to competitive rugby.
Now, we are posing challenges to our viewers this week, so what do you propose for today?
Yeah, look, we want to see how many push-ups you can do in an unlimited time, but with the correct form, with your chest at least touching someone's fist every time you go down. So as many push-ups as you can until you do failure.
While Pierre shows us how it's done, remember to post a clip of you completing this challenge or the number of push-ups you can do on the USN SA Facebook page. Ewan, wake up. You're next.